if I set the over-under at 4.5 for primetime games, remember, we had this debate last year. Do you if they play on Thanksgiving again?
That's a standalone game.
That's a standalone primetime Christmas.
That's a
standalone primetime. So if you had to guess,
the only ones that don't count are end of the season Saturdays.
Yeah.
Right? Like those aren't because
what about London? They're not going to London.
They siphon off like 2 games at the end of the final couple weeks, right? Like, do we count those as prime time?
No.
When you're going up against the college football playoff games and all that stuff?
No.
On a Saturday afternoon?
A bowl game? No. I don't count that.
Right?
No.
Okay.
I don't count that. You're setting it at 4.5. I'm going under. You're talking about upon release, not flat. Yeah,
upon release.
I'm going under.
We know even when the Bears are bad, they put them on nationally televised games.
I'm going under.
I think 4 is the right number. Under.
I think I'm going to go over.
I'm even going to potentially.
Are you going for 3?
No, I think it'll be 4. I'm just.
You're going to get a Packers game.
Okay, that's what I wrote down. The 4 that I think. I agree with you. I think you're getting a Packer game this year. I think they're going to skip Bears-Vikings. That's been a very popular Monday night game for the league.
Yeah.
I think the Lions are a no-brainer with the Ben Johnson connection. I would be. I have to say, I think I'd be stunned if the league didn't put Bears-Lions in a primetime game because of Ben Johnson. Don't you agree?
I agree.
Someone said that the rumor is Eagles-Bears opening night.
Yes, and I also have that as one of my primetime games. I put Packers.
Ooh, that might be over then.
I put Packers, Lions, Eagles, and then you guys tell me if I'm crazy here. The home game against the Cowboys. I put those 4 as being primetime games. Now, that leaves out like a trip to Baltimore. It leaves out a Minnesota game.
Cincinnati.
It leaves out Cincinnati. It leaves out San Francisco, which I don't think would be anyway. Leaves out Bears Steelers at Soldier in potential primetime. I think the Cowboys still are such a huge draw and that they're going to bank on the Bears being a little bit better, and they know that that's a sexy primetime game, Bears and Cowboys. Those are the 4 I have. One of the Lions games, one of the Packers games, the Eagles game, and the Cowboys game. What say you guys?
I say under.
I'm going over.
Yeah, I'm
Chris
going
is
over.
going over.
Yeah,
I'm
because
saying 5.
like think about it. What is more likely? They disappoint and are one of the worst teams in the NFL, or they're a little bit better than we expect and they're a team that people want to see? I would imagine I'm leaning towards they're a little bit better than we expect and people will want to see them more. Like, I don't think it's in the cards next season for them to be one of the 5 worst teams in football. I don't think that that's a possibility.
I would agree. I would lean towards they'll be slightly better.
So the logic laid out based on obvious potential primetime games, I would guess that at some point it's going to be more than that. I would definitely go over.
Okay.
I think people also are interested in Caleb Williams and this story. So even if it's not a great matchup, like it was pointed out that the Commanders games, that's appealing. You have 2 quarterbacks in their second year going head to head. Like that's the conversation. Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams. I could see that being a Thursday nighter again.
They also played one of the more memorable games of 2024.
Yeah,
that's a good point. I didn't put that in my list, but that's a very good point. They could say, we have to put Bears Washington in primetime.
Mm-hmm.
We have to relive
last year,
the Fail Mary over and over again.
Like,
2 young quarterbacks.
I could totally see that.
Who's the real star? I
could totally.
So I think it's over. I think they end up getting 6 or 7.
Good luck. Wow, geez.
6
What's
or
the
7.
limit?
What is the limit?
I think isn't it 7?
That's incredible.
Yes.
All right, Chris, it's good logic. I'll stick with what I initially thought and say under upon release. I wouldn't be surprised if a game gets flexed and they end up playing like 5 total, but
I'm still sticking with under.
I should have thought more about that Washington game because the league's probably going to be like
6 is the max.
6 is the max.
I'm going 6.
The league's got to be
Lock
thinking,
me in for 6.
We need a Sunday night football game to like culminate our weekend, but outside of the Monday nighter, we need to finish a Sunday by replaying and retelling the Fail Mary story over and over again all day and then have it culminate with Bears and Washington on a Sunday night. Watch Bears Commanders get a Sunday night game. It's a very good point.